Well, this is just getting silly now. I mean, I don't even know how many videos I've made for you this week. I've been so focused on building this thing. I just made, when it got to, what was it, 6,000 megabytes, I think, 6 gig, I think, are the file sizes that I'm using on this. I've just gone, it's probably about time to stop, but I would have continued, I would have just kept going. Anyway, it's time for another Mr. Stephen Has a Dabble. Yeah, so we're back again. Whilst you were away, I did a couple of little things. First of all, I got a bucket. Now, I know what you're thinking. I only had like 3 iron ingots, and that was it. Why did I waste them on a bucket? 5 blocks of earth. Why did I waste it on a bucket? Well, because I want to do stuff with water, and I'm not going to be able to do that if I don't have a bucket. So, first things first, just check that there's nothing evil around. I'll get my bucket out. I finished off I've made 25 blocks there. Really important, because there are no blocks in America. No, that's not right. That's a song, isn't it? We are going to take some water buckets and fill this out so that we have got a kind of a roughly flat thing going on here. I mean, it won't be completely, look, but what would be handy is if you had a real bucket. I just want to make sure that what's happening now is that this waterfall that was going down one way is now going down the other. And yes, look at that. That's awesome. It's ridiculous, but it's awesome at the same time. We can raise the level there, or we can take the level away by taking out some bucket. I'm relatively happy with that, apart from this little bounce in the middle. Suddenly it becomes a lot easier to walk around and stuff if you've got, if you even these things out. Most people don't, which is fine. But you get really odd tides if you have, you want water that isn't messing you around all the time. There we go. There we go. So essentially we can walk through this without it being too much of a problem. But I'm so pleased with that. That's my little underground little thing. And then when you go the other way, you go off the other edge. You'll see. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Exactly what I wanted. We haven't got an easy way to get across the river anymore, which is my fault. Oops, I threw that bucket away, which I didn't want to do. Right, but I'm just gonna return this bucket to where it came from, which is up here. And it might be useful for something later on. I don't know. The next thing we're going to have a look at are these windows. So downstairs is really easy. We're just going to get some glass. And we're going to put some glass in like that. Nice and simple. And it'll just finish off the house, I think. Just having some glass blocks there like that. Once we've done outside, which we can only, because we only reach one level outside, we'll go inside and head up. Oh yeah, there's this. There's that. We'll do something about that in a bit. Head in here. Glass blocks. Glass blocks. Glass blocks. Glass blocks. Glass blocks. And the problem with glass blocks is when you place them wrong, like I've just done there, you lose them. So unfortunately I can't do that last window. But I only need 4 more, and then I'm done. And I can do that, because that's all smeltable. So, here we go. For those, we will take 2 of those. I'm sorting it out now so that I don't put too much stuff in there. Because if you can get away with 1 block for 2 items, then, you know, 1 block of wood for 2 items of sand, then brilliant. If not, it's not a problem. We can always add a bit more in. Let's just see. 2. Nearly. Oh, it was so close. I wonder if I can use a stick. Does that work? Sticks are less resource intensive. There you go. I can have 1 stick back as well. Alright, okay, so let's go over and do this up here. Floddle daddle 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 do. Yep, there. All of our windows are done. So this is my little living area. And now, for something completely different, we need to find more blocks. We need to find more blocks which fit into this area here. And what I'd like to do is to use... God, I don't want to use the same wood. You see? I want it to be a different wood. And at the moment, the feeling is, well, let's use this other lighter... No, oh, hang on. Hang on. That's not meant to be there. This other lighter wood, and that's probably a good idea. But there's fewer trees, and I think it'll be harder to mine. Harder to mine. So, right, well, with that in mind, we are heading off to find those sorts of trees, and I just realised there's a couple that are already here that are going to help. It'll just be a bit quicker for us to catch. And look, there are out there. It's all of those out there. So there's plenty of them. It's just finding them once you're there. I'll tell you what, I won't cut those down, but I might cut down some ones over here instead. I don't know how many of these we'll need. We can kind of assume, let's just grab a... well, it's getting dark, so as many of them as we can before it gets too dark. Go off and have a bit of a thing. This might be a shorter video today, actually, because I do realise I'm making far too many of these things. Oh, I think we're running out of time because the light's gone. Never mind. I thought we'd probably be able to do this. Maybe we can't. Okay. Not the end of the world. But we got 22 of these things, which is all good. Come on. And then we can go and craft this into... Yeah, you see, look, we've got tons of these blocks now. That's a start. Let's go to bed. Okay. Quick look at the dial to make sure if there's anything coming. There is something coming over there. But I don't think it's too big a deal. I do actually want to get rid of this door. Because I think it would be better there. And then when you go outside, look. Yeah, that's nicer, see? And we could get rid of this. I haven't got any left, damn. I was looking for stairs. I've got some stairs left. Yes, brilliant. Okay. And we could... Now, let's see what it looks like if I put... No. That's nice. That's alright, you know. And, you know, we'll be doing a little bit more decoration later on. But for now, just to try and get the place livable, you know, we want to make sure that we're doing the right thing here. So, again, we go back to what we were doing before. You remember we were putting dirt down just so that we could, you know, climb on it and get a good position somewhere. Well, we're going to do the same thing, and we're going to check some of these blocks of wood out and see what we can get done with them. Right, so the first things first, I'll need to get higher if I want to go any further up there. They're not... Oops. No, I'm going to have to deal with that. Oh, crap. Oh dear, I mean, I don't mean oh crap at all, even though it was completely justified. Right, let's do this as well, and let's see if where I am now... Yes, 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 brilliant. This is good. This is looking good so far. When I say it's looking good, I mean, you know, in terms of having somewhere to have stuff. Still got a bit of a problem here, so I'm just gonna I'll raise myself up a lot more so that I'm right at the top. And that means I should be able to fill these bits in. Yes, I can. Brilliant. And then this means I can do those bits. Very happy with that. Not so happy with that, because that's obviously a mistake. And yet Minecraft failed to realise it was a mistake. Yeah. Minecraft. Yeah, obviously I make all the mistakes here. And will blame anything but me. That's just the way it is, isn't it? Right, I might not need that. Okay, we'll take it from there. Right. So there, there, there. Damn, I've done it again. Same place and everything. That needs to be there, so that's fine. Even though that's not why I wanted to put that there in the first place. There we go. Okay, let's get my stone axe. Do that. That's good. Oh, nuts. It's like I'm chronically challenged somehow to do stupid things with all of this stuff. Come on. Oh, it's just that one bit. Alright, that's kind of infuriating. But, not something that we can't do something about, so that's good. Brilliant. Okay, fantastic. It's just that last one to do there. There we go. That's more like it. And now we can work on this lot, which should be easier because it's smaller. Should be easier to get to everything with any luck. So with this one, because it is smaller, you see it perfect. I don't need any more of the wood either. That's absolutely perfect. Okay, so the next big thing, which, well, I tell you what, let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a look outside. This is what the house is looking at looking like right now. That's not bad, you know. That's all right. It's like a proper house with space and stuff in it. Okay, so we are going to need, believe it or not, a couple more of the stone bricks. And we're going to pull out this shape on either side, which means it's going to be difficult because we're going to have to do, you know, all that scaffolding that we had that I took down, I could have done with leaving that up. Nonetheless, I'm pretty pleased with the job that I've done here. Pretty pleased with it, a lot of it actually. So that's good. That's very good. We will go and get some more stone steps, and then we'll start working on that. Obviously, picked up all that cobblestone. That was worthwhile doing. We've got 7 steps to start off with. We can get rid of this stuff for now because we don't need it. We can get rid of this stuff for now because we don't need it. And I say that, but actually, we've run out of space. Which means I'm going to have to go and... Oh, actually, yeah, because we're using these bits. So we've got a bit more space in there. And we want to keep some of that in. But we've got another chest over here, and all we've got to do is go and fill it up with stuff, which is great. Nice and simple. Stone steps. That's the next thing then. We won't take all 60 of them, but maybe we can do... Oh, actually no, 40 will probably be far too few anyway, so yeah, let's work on that, with that. We'll start here because it's actually fairly easy to start here, right outside the house. Yeah, what we need to do is not do that, but essentially what we need to do is to go up from perhaps here. And we need to look at that and that. And I can hop over here now. And that. And that. And actually, we could do a thing at the front. So it's... Yeah, I've done that wrong again. Every time I do it, I don't do it right. It's a thing. Obviously, nighttime again, so we want to be going back to our hole. And it's really promising, actually, that we're this far along with it. I'm really pleased about the progress and everything. So, again, no monsters around, which are brilliant. Which is brilliant. It is brilliant that there are no monsters around. That's what I'm trying to say. Same thing again. I think I want something there. And again... Not like that. There we go. And now the one's on, it becomes much easier to put the rest on. We'll do that, and hopefully that'll look right. Now that's the smaller end, but it's only taken... Oh, see, that's wrong. That thing there's not right. In fact, neither of those are right, so never mind. We need to... No, actually, no, that is right, and then that should be there. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And you see, what I'm trying to do is to build this out so you've got a little bit of depth to it, so that the end is in a kind of a like that sort of shape, which fits with Minecraft. And you know, there's other stuff that I need to be putting in here, but until I've had the time to do that, then this is good. This is all working so far. We will do around the back next, because if you have a problem, then you always need to go around the back. I might need those, so I better pick them up again. There we go. Damn. I never will get this right. There's always a point at which I'm not paying enough attention to be able to do stuff like this. Okay, one lot done. That's good. Oops. I love that. I love I've got this tunnel running through my house now. It's brilliant. And yeah, we'll do other stuff with that. I've got an idea for what we can do with that, but that needs a little bit of thinking about. Right, we've got half of that done. We need to be able to get up to the gable end. There we go. So actually, this is what we're doing. Actually, that wasn't what we were doing, but... let's all go down the strand. Have a banana. Nearly done. Looks about right. Let's take this down to where it was. And if we look up from there, yeah, that's looking good. That's looking great. And I've still got 16 of these things left. We started with 40. I don't know whether or not that means I'll have enough to do all of these, but it's a good start. So we are going to go on that one. See, I've thought this through this time. I hope. I don't know if it's right. I thought it through. I thought it through. All right, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Get this down. Oh yeah, we hadn't finished doing this, have we? All right. Well, that's next then. Because it got really dark. That was the problem. It just got too dark. Right. Too dark too quickly. Right. Same again. There. 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 Okay, brilliant. We can get on. Ah! Obviously pressed the wrong button there. We can get that. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay. It's fantastic. Right, we need some of these. Those can go back. Always keep a bit of dirt on you. For, well, blackmail, often. The piano music here is really nice. I don't think I've heard it. You know, I've been in the game for several hours. I might be wrong, but there's some really nice bits of music in here. My tunnel is complete, and you can see it goes all through one side, all out the other, and down into the valley below. And there was no water there before, and look at how much water we have created, which of course water helps create life, as does naughty bits and putting it in. Right, we are having the sunset on another day in Minecraft, so I think I will head back. And you know, the house is done. The house is done. I've got the one end of the roof there, the other one there, and the other one there. And it doesn't mean that there's nothing more that we're going to do with it. But the actual thing, it's almost ready to move into, which will be great. We won't be able to do it straight away because there's something that we are sadly missing from that, which is a bit of a problem. But anyway, we'll deal with that on the next video. Until next time then, which might be tomorrow. Thanks very much for coming along, and I will see you then. And do come back and check out and like and comment and subscribe and all of that stuff. Here's a bit more information about how you can get in touch and how you can sort of, you know, join in with what we're doing. Until then, thanks very much for coming, and goodbye. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. We love having you around and we love hearing from you. Also, check out the other videos on this channel. It's Minecraft on Mondays, the Stephen and Joe Gaming Show on Wednesdays, and our playthrough videos on a Friday. You can also find me over on Twitch at Mr_Stephen, Monday from 7 till 9 with Battle Cattle UK, and Tuesdays playing Rocket League again from 7 till 9. If that's still not enough of me for you, head on over to Twitter at Steve_Meller to join in the conversation. That's me, signing off. Until next time, folks, good night.